Alright, so we left off, we cleared the garden, and now we are here after who knows what happened.
No warning. I couldn't think. I just ran.
Easy. You're here now. Where did they come from?
Oh,
Snow? Why is there snow here?
oh goodness.
Must be Ringgrim's work. I heard she made it snow in Shatterskull.
We meet again, Envoy.
Hmm.
Paradise burns, thanks to Ludwine and the Steel Garrote laying siege to it. But the Dream Scourge is gone.
What are you doing here? Here to watch us mortals kill each other? Have you been keeping well despite all that?
I can't complain. Being nearly omnipotent is pleasing. Sadly, the other archmages remain tedious. It's strange. A part of me thought you adherents might be wise enough to leave Paradise alone.
Hmm.
But here it stands burning, while Adir storms its gates. Still, I do think the world has been irrevocably, if minimally, changed by your actions.
A freed sap at all? That is incredibly world-changing.
Perhaps. A new god being set loose on the world is certain to have consequences. Mostly, I'm curious about whether you think you've made the right choice.
I'm certain I did. I don't think I have. The decision I made was what felt correct in the moment. I'm certain I did.
Ah, that mortal zeal. Always so fun. We will see if you're correct. I am interested in seeing the outcome of your story, Envoy. With luck, it won't end with you also on fire.
Jeez. Hope it ends in a long nap after some excellent food. Hope we meet again in better circumstances. With luck, it'll end with certain other parties in the fire. We'll go with two.
Unfortunately, you'll likely be dead the next time I return to the Living Lands. Goodbye, Envoy.
As in, probably it won't be for a very long time.
This is done. I am eager to work with you.
Oh, yes. We'll, discuss that later.
Hello, Kai. Where's the other leaders, I wonder? Oh, down that way.
I know it's crowded, but I promise we're safer in here.
Oh. Zarok.
Envoy, you're back! We came running as soon as we saw the ships.
Inquisitive chittering.
I've never seen a Zorip fight like that. I didn't know he had it in him. We wouldn't be here without you.
Oh. Alright, let's head down the hill. Hello, Grigori.
Oh, Envoy. How good to see you here as we stand together at the brink of this historic event. I don't know if thank you is precisely what I want to say, but I am grateful to you for bringing Dolna's theft to light. Paradise burns from the torches of the Steel Garrote. The people of the Living Lands stand ready to defend their home.
Will you be recording today's events for the archives?
Yes. What happens in Paradise now will decide the fate of the Parkrunen after all.
What's the plan if Paradise falls?
We will find a way to persevere. We Parkrunen have a gift for surviving inhospitable conditions, and always have. Whatever the outcome of the upcoming battle, do not forget us. I fear that more than our deaths. If Adir and the Steel Garrote have their way, they'll strip the history books of any mention of our culture and our ways. Future generations will only ever know us as an appendage of the Empire. I hope it doesn't come to that.
Even if Adir triumphs, I will ensure our historians on their do their duty. That won't come to pass, I promise.
I hope so, Envoy. I truly do. That's as much as I'll say. You have a role in deciding what happens next. Do the right thing, Envoy. Let history remember you for the correct reasons.
Giata, where have you been? Envoy, I knew you'd show up eventually.
It's good to see a familiar face. How are you?
My revenants were just getting comfortable in Thirdborn when the Steel Garrote stepped out of line. When I heard tensions were brewing, I thought to myself, this is a job for the undead. So I gathered the flock.
I would hate for you to endanger your livestock. Please keep the undead far away from battle. Good thinking. Nice to see you
Likewise.
too.
I'll keep them on a tight
Woods.
leash, just in case the Steel Garrote breach our defenses. Better to have them and not need them. Oh, and I've been meaning to thank you. Whatever you did in the garden seems to have worked. My revenants are docile again. No more rude displays of aggression. I couldn't be more proud.
The Dream Scourge is behind us, thankfully. Now we just need to keep the Living Lands from descending into war.
Easier said than done, I suppose. Best of luck out there. And don't worry about a thing. My flock will keep us safe and secure.
Thank you, Elia. My compliments to the flock,
Oh.
as always.
I wasn't worried until she said that. Let's get out of here.
The Envoy. Is that you? Envoy, how did you... I don't know.
It's great to see you again, but where the fuck did you come from?
You just appeared out of nowhere.
I was transported here by the power of Sapadal, god of the Living Lands.
The fuck?
Ah, your face. We all wondered whose godlike you were.
That's not important right now, Radut.
Right. Forgive me, Envoy. I won't keep you long. I just want to make one request while you're here. As much as you can, be good to the Living Lands.
Even after all the Living Lands has put you through, that's what you desire. You're not good, then? What do you mean?
Don't let Adir fuck us over, is what he means.
More or less.
Good lord, lady.
I'd just like for us to live lives that are free. For us. Not Adir to determine our fates. It's going to be up to you, Envoy. I know you have much to do, so I'll just leave you with that. Thank you.
Thanks, man. A sword that I can break down. Cool. Okay. See here. Oh, yes, and Yardsley are here. Captain Wingard.
Didn't think I'd be seeing you again. From one battlefield.
Oh, whoops.
Envoy? Is it really you? Oh, Kostya told us you went into some place called the Garden to seek a god.
When you didn't come out, we assumed you were dead.
What did you see there? The god you felt in Nokutadek?
The origin of the Dream Scourge? It was the act of a god this whole time?
Everyone, please, please. We could get to the bottom of this if you would only let them speak. It's been weeks, Envoy. What happened?
Met the god of the living lands and freed them. I discharged my duty to the Emperor. I ended the Dream Scourge. Whatever I say, you won't believe it. Forget the Dream Scourge. Why does it look like you're at war? I met the god of the living lands and freed them.
Sapadal was responsible for the Dream Scourge. Their rage, their confusion, their fear.
But the plague isn't over. Dream Thralls still litter Shatterscarp.
There won't be any new infections. We've put a stop to that for good. Unfortunately, there's little we can do for those already in the grip of the Dream Scourge. We can give them comfort, nothing more. This will be a process. The Dream Scourge was never going to simply go away overnight.
I suppose it stands to reason. I found that a quick fix is often anything but. What of this god, then? What does it mean that you freed them?
Sapadal is the god of the godless and the god of the living lands. Wodica imprisoned Sapadal in the garden. I let them out. The experience I had with Sapadal is my own. I won't waste my breath. Why don't you explain? Yeah. We'll go with... First one.
Ludwig had intimated that this land grew a new god. How can that be?
Giata and I have some theories about the nature of the Adra in the living lands.
I'd say we're past the point of theorizing.
If the Adra here is a closed system, like a terrarium for our souls, then a gradual accumulation of essence could coalesce into a being in the beyond.
Much like the formation of gemstones. All it takes is time and the right application of pressure.
Wodka no doubt saw Sapadal as a threat to her authority. So, she killed the godless and imprisoned their god.
I assume it is this god we have to thank for the roots tearing apart Paradise? They erupted from the earth the moment those bastards stood up their first siege tower.
Naku Tedek was raven with those things, not to mention what they did to the land.
We saw similar destruction at Nakukubel. If these roots and the Dream Scourge are the work of a god, and the gods thought it best to imprison this god, how could you let such a creature go free?
Sapadal deserved a chance to make amends. I could no more leave a young god to rot in a cage than I could a kith child. Sapadal was afraid of an Adelan invasion and Wodaka's return. They didn't mean to hurt us. Choice has already been made. Let's go with 3.
For now. Who's to say they don't get their feathers in a ruff again and wipe us all out with a tsunami?
It was Adir's arrival that disturbed Sapadal. We'll have nothing to fear from this god once we expel you from our lands.
Sapadal's power ravaged my people. I don't know that I can ever trust it.
Nandru never spoke of Sapadal, and I believe it was for good reason. They should never have gone free.
Well, whatever happens, I suppose we can't put the godling back in the bottle now. But come, we have more pressing matters to attend to. The Steel Garrote have attacked Paradise. Inquisitor Ludwig has already joined the battle. She must have traveled like the wind to get here so fast.
I distinctly remember killing Ludwig on top of Mount Forja.
You did. I kicked her corpse when you weren't looking. Just to be sure.
Well, she's seen better days. But you wouldn't know it, judging by how she fights.
Ludwig's plowed through the militia like a knife through warm butter.
All right, let's keep the similes to ourselves.
I mean, I really thought I'd killed it for good. She's going to try and... yeah...
Oh, cheer up. You wouldn't be the first to make that mistake. Might not be the last either, depending on how things go. So long as her passion for Wodaka lives, so too will her spirit.
Then we destroy her faith, and the rest of her will follow. I have a theory about this. Let's talk at camp if you want to hear it. But I think we can kill her.
Oh, good. That will be easy.
Thanks,
It is
Yatsley.
not, I think, impossible.
What did you know about this attack, Ambassador?
Well, you might not believe me, but I didn't want any of this to happen. It was Ludwig who called for the attack.
I didn't hear an answer, Ambassador.
She and her Steel Garrote laid siege to the city, shortly after you beat her to the garden.
Do we know the state of the city? What's the status of the opposition? What are your plans for a counterattack? What does Ludwig hope to achieve here? Why did Ludwig decide to attack Paradise now? This one.
We brought as many Hail and Able from Thirdborn as would come. But after the Dream Scourge and our losses from Nakukubel, we could spare so few. I worry it won't be enough.
The Wardens largely survived the keep's destruction, but we are in a desperate state. My men are salvaging what they can from the rubble. Medicine is in short supply. They will march to Paradise as soon as they can, but I fear they will arrive to find the city in ashes.
Do we know the state of the city?
We've had no news from inside for several days. From what we can observe, southern Paradise is in pieces, and the remaining militia batters at the gates to no avail.
Is there nothing our people can do?
Given the state of our supply routes after the Dream Scourge, and the Stilgorod's destruction, we expect the people trapped inside will run short of fresh food and clean water in a matter of days.
What are your plans for a counterattack?
Well, that's been a point of debate. We can't agree on how to stand against the Stilgarot, nor who should lead the effort.
Nobody wants to risk their people at the front.
So you let the Paradis militia go it alone?
Even if our meager forces should make it inside,
The siege won't end until Ludwig does. And none of you know how to kill her.
precisely.
What does Ludwig hope to achieve here?
The lawful settlement of a new Adirian colony, supposedly. Or the establishment of a Woedican state. She could win with a godlike in her ranks. Your presence would serve as a powerful endorsement.
It's unrealistic to assume these people will roll over and surrender.
I suspect that's rather the point. If they don't believe in the strength of her convictions, she'll show them. Remember, she has an obligation to Woedica, a solemn oath. And neither the Stilgarot nor the queen that was look kindly upon oathbreakers.
Why did Ludwig decide to attack Paradis now?
Because a victory here would discourage resistance elsewhere. The better question is, why didn't you stop her?
Excuse me? She's a 7-foot-tall skeleton powered by her devotion to the goddess of retribution. This isn't my fault.
Sure.
I mean, fair.
Just blame the dead woman. Very mature.
Who else should I blame exactly? Our envoy, perhaps? For not stopping Ludwig in the tusks?
You could start with blaming your own incompetence.
We can assign blame when the dust settles.
Why are you treating him with kid gloves when Paradis cries out for help?
Enough. I've heard your concerns. We cannot change it now.
The Inquisitor was so convinced the Living Lands would unite against Adir that she's nearly made it true. One people, one law, one true God. That's Ludwig's vision for the Living Lands.
More than that, isn't it? The foundations of Adir are crumbling.
That's what Ludwig thinks. Adir doesn't revere Woedica as fervently as it once did. Worship of Mogrin, Berith, even Aethys has gained a foothold. Many no longer trust that the gods are listening. Some question whether they guide the wheel at all. The Empire lost its foothold in the Eastern Reach. The well-bred avoid child-rearing in pursuit of cosmopolitan pleasures. The Church is weak against them. In a world of soul against soul, Ludwig believes we have lost ours. The Empire must change, or it will die.
She's not the only one who feels that way. The Empire must change, but not like this. You had to guess at what she'd do if this is what she thinks. The Empire must change, but not like this.
I'm afraid you're in the minority there. You and I both know she is not the only one in the Empire who feels this way. Even the Emperor can see, in some sense, that she's right. Why else would we be here?
You think the Living Lands would stabilize under... did the Stilgarot explore any alternatives before deciding to attack? Adir could set a new standard for a great... is this what the Emperor wants? Yeah, this one.
This is between Ludwig and her men, or between Ludwig and the Emperor, for that matter, is not my affair. But if I had to guess, this was the alternative.
Your empire is doing what it does best. Stamping out dissent until surrender is the only option.
Your republics are hardly any different. Their intentions in the Deadfire were certainly not pure.
As you say, we left the republics for a reason.
Enough of this. What happens next?
I've answered your questions. Now I would like you, all of you, to answer mine. Ludwig has sent a message to the Emperor informing him of her attack. He will send advisors and reinforcements swiftly in response. Will his representatives find when they arrive? A new colony? A budding grave room? Before you face Ludwig, you should know what you're fighting for. All of you must decide, together. But whatever you decide, understand, the days of the frontier are done. Adir will come. Indeed, we are already here.
Not familiar with a grief from. How does that work? Have another idea. How about on United Living Lands? I already know what I'm fighting for. Ludwin's vision. Nope. Have another idea. How about on United Living Lands?
Oh, Envoy, no. Do not suggest that lightly. Think of the Emperor. There would be reprisals. Ones which this conclave could not survive, fractured as you are. Not unless you came together and formed a nation of your own. It would be difficult. No, impossible. I'm certain you would fail.
Wow.
Think of your people, all of you. Think of the lives at stake.
I assume the assembled leaders have thoughts.
Envoy, be rational. This would be madness. We are all strangers to each other. We can't govern. I can't trust these people to keep my warden's best interests at heart when they're looking after their own.
It's a nice idea, but consider the costs. If we walk away from a relationship with Adir, we're leaving a lot of trade on the table. But the people of Thirdborn have friends in the world. I'm sure we'd find our way through.
With the Envoy's support, we'd have a god in our pocket. What could the Empire do to stop us? Together, we could repair Fior and create such miracles of animancy the Living Lands will become the envy of the world. It would be the honor of my life to stand with my people beside you all.
And your companions, what do you think?
We deserve our autonomy, even if we must fight for it. Anything less would be surrender.
Fleeing someone else's laws and authority is one thing, setting up your own is another. We're an island of misfits and dissidents. We'll still have to surrender some of our autonomy, and we won't agree on what that means overnight. We'll be vulnerable. Without allies, other powers will see us as ripe for the picking. Know that this is a hard road to walk.
We were fine before Adir came. We'll be fine when they're gone.
I think we ran things perfectly fine before your kin got here.
Opinions, Sapadal?
Rest into bounty. Does the winter frost dissuade the seeds? Many fruits on our boughs. We graft many leaves into strength.
Tell me about the other possibilities.
Of course.
Why are you and I involved in this decision, Hilgard?
Envoy, honestly.
You have seen more of this land, and met more of its people than any of us. Your opinion is informed. You were empowered by the Emperor himself to investigate an impossible problem. And against the odds, you solved it. You are the close personal friend of a rogue god. And in our dealings together, I found you to be a person of substance and conviction. But mostly, it's because you're Adiran, so I trust you. And these fine people here are going to do whatever they like if they don't agree with you anyway.
What would becoming a colony entail?
The Living Lands would become an extension of the Adiran Empire in leadership and law. Soldiers bearing the flag of Adir would be garrisoned in every town. They would be paid in Adiran shelling and speak only the Adiran language. Their roads would be smooth Adiran roads. Their medicine would be hygienic Adiran medicine. And their weapons would be efficient Adiran weapons. Our customs would become their customs. Our strengths would become their strengths. Our emperor would become their emperor. Turned toward a common purpose. No one, not Rawatai, not the Valian republics, not even a rogue god, would dare attack the Living Lands. This island would be safe for the first time in its history, and safe it would remain.
I assume the assembled leaders have thoughts?
The Empire's prosperity would be our prosperity. The people of this blasted island could know security and comfort for the first time in their lives. My wardens deserve no less. I say it's an offer worth considering.
What need does Thirdborn have for the protections of Adiran's soldiers? We have cannons, cliffs, and wills forged in the storms of Rauatai. And should Rauatai come for us, we will rain hellfire down on their heads. Your Adirans could do no better.
Under Adiran rule, your countrymen would strip my people of everything that makes them unique, all in the name of spiritual hygiene. I cannot betray them like that.
Companions?
He would suppress our culture before it's had a chance to grow. Everything my people cultivated would be reduced to a footnote. If you have any love for this land, do not allow him to overwrite our history.
Rauatai built its empire from colonies like this. Many have become centers of culture and prosperity, backed by the protection of a strong navy. Of course, it can take decades to get there. And this road isn't an easy one. But Adir won't be the only empire eyeing this place. A formal agreement now could protect us from something worse later.
It shall be peaceful in that all dissenters will be silenced. So there's that.
Living Lands is a lot of things, but it will never be Adir, no matter how hard Adir wants it to be. Adir should turn back now and save everyone a bunch of blessed trouble.
Opinions, Sapiro?
Adder's promise. Clip our feathers as we find our wings. The deed binds as the wire binds. To drown us, why were we set free?
Tell me about the other possibilities. I'm not familiar with a Griefrum. What does that? How does that work?
Lands would retain its own laws under a grave appointed by the
A Griefrum.
The grave would be expected to promote and develop the living lands to our mutual benefit. They would divide the island into administrative districts and see them governed by mayors appointed from the local communities. The island would provide tribute in the form of resources and taxes, and in times of war, soldiers. The Empire, I should note, is nearly always at war. In return, the living lands would enter Adir's sphere of influence, and should outside nations attempt to invade, we would come to the Grave Room's aid.
Who would be grave?
Naturally, that would be the Emperor's decision. But I suspect he would choose you. Only the strong survive the frontier. I used to believe that was Ludwine. But you were born to rule here. Quite literally.
There's a lot to take in.
Give the matter some thought. You owe that much to yourself, at least.
Assume some leaders.
It's a mealy-mouthed compromise. But better than going on as my wardens have been. Barely able to feed ourselves or protect our sorry hides. And, who knows, we could become a colony in time.
A grave room could work, so long as trade keeps moving through the Scarp and you're willing to serve as our go-between envoy. And we'll have cannons enough to deter the Adirans from trying anything stupid.
When the Empire demands its tribute, from where will it come? Emerald Stair is not the breadbasket it was, and the dream of yore is now deferred. If we accept this deal, I fear we are building a trap certain to catch our own legs.
Onions?
Tribute, he says. Taxes. Soldiers. The Empire has tried it all before. Look to the Eastern Reach if you don't believe me. They want to bleed us dry, to fill their coffers and fight their wars, to break us like wild animals. But I will not bend.
It's still a gamble, but I think it's the safest bet. We'd get the benefits of Imperial trade and protection without losing all of what makes this place special. There's no way of knowing what it would mean in another generation or two. But right now, it gives us the security and stability to recover.
We were fine before Adir showed up, and we'll be fine when they're gone. Trust the lands and her people, Envoy.
If we give Adir power over us, we can't be surprised if they decide to flex it later.
Indian stop at all?
pernicious. Cut the rot, yet the disease remains. Safety among spiders.
Oh.
A web gleaming with dew. They weave, they wait.
That was a really good analogy. Good enough?
Well, let's not twiddle our thumbs while Paradise burns.
It'd be best if the Living Lands became... I think we should attempt to agree from... believe we should fight for a united Living Lands. I feel like with the Dream Scourge gone, we can focus our efforts on things like outside of I kind of want to go for United Living Lands. But the Grief from, honestly, it sounds like the best thing currently for right now. But for the long run, I feel like the United Living Lands would work for them. I genuinely want to see what they want to vote for, but I don't want to be like, and I will accept what they decide. I believe we should fight for United Living Lands, though.
Oh, gods have mercy.
By grit and steel, Thirdborn stands with the Living Lands.
Fjord and her animancers stand with the Living Lands.
I will not countenance this lunacy. Solus stands opposed.
We deserve this opportunity. Thank you for believing in us.
Fighting a battle together is easy. I just hope everyone's willing to stick it out when it comes to the politics.
God, they made the right decision for once.
Finally, some sense permeates the proceedings.
On your head be the consequences. That leaves the matter of Ludwine and the Steel Garrote. She will never surrender, Envoy. You must kill her, or we will lose Paradise, and eventually the island.
And I will meet Ludwig on the battlefield. Let no man stand who tries to stop me. This means wheel. Yeah, this one.
The Living Lands will never be free until we break the chain around our necks. Ludwig must die her final death.
She better say her goodbyes while she can.
I'm proud to fight at your side, Envoy. One last time.
Let's get to work then. We got a walking corpse to bury.
The Paradise Militia will be at your back. Give her no quarter. The future waits for you.
Thank you all for trusting me. Yeah, thank you all for trusting me.
Thank you for deserving it. Now, go and teach the Steel Garrote a lesson they will never forget.
Good luck, Envoy. You'll need it.
We will send reinforcements to help you reclaim the Eastern Gate. From there, work your way to the main plaza.
Understood.
May all the gods of Eora and the Living Lands protect you.
Let's take back the city together. Show the Steel Garrote how the Living Lands takes care of its own.
Time to stop the Steel Garrote. Lead the way, Envoy.
Alright. So we'll speak to Giada in camp. Yes. Giada.
Can't sleep? Neither can I. We're going into battle for the soul of the Living Lands, rallying under the banners of the Paradise Militia. Your Emperor will not be pleased.
I have influence in court. My report on the Living Lands will change minds.
Political influence is dangerous. If you aren't careful, it can turn against you. When a godlike fights in battle, people take note of which side. The Adirans will doubt your loyalty. The locals will doubt your commitment. You may even doubt yourself. This is the first time you were told to pick a side. And I fear it won't be the last.
Living Lands accepted me for who I am. I can't forget that. This is difficult for me. My soul is for the Living Lands, but you're worried that I'll change my mind. This one.
All we ask in return is that you do the same for us. From what I understand, your ambassador is very persuasive, very powerful, and very accustomed to getting his way. For a politician like him, losing a battle is not a defeat. It's an opportunity. When he promises you the world, don't listen. He'll fill your head with lies if you let him.
Noted. Thanks for the warning.
I'm glad we understand each other.
Yeah.
It's good to see you fighting for
A lot of talking this episode.
Time for you to get some rest. We have a big day ahead of us. If I must, we should take a moment to acknowledge what happened back there. You liberated the god of the living lands. Now they are unchained, free to do whatever they want. That's quite a gamble you made.
Trust Sapodal to do the right thing. Keeping Sapodal trapped wasn't good for the island. We need to put pressure on the... Keeping Sapodal trapped wasn't good for the island.
No doubt it would have gotten worse over time. If not for you, Sapodal would still be pacing their cage like a wild animal. Which means you have leverage over a god. How do you plan on using it?
To be honest, I haven't thought about it. I don't think about my relationship with Sapodal that way. Yeah.
You're probably better off then. Sapodal's imprisonment shaped this island. Now that everything's changed, I'm curious what will happen. We cannot know if the living lands will normalize or destabilize as a result of our actions.
It'll be fine. Either way, things could not continue as they have. I hate to imagine what an unstable living lands looks like. Thank you so much for the forbidding it. Yeah, sure, it'll be fine.
Eventually. Maybe you'll find some comfort in prayer, now that one of the gods is listening. I hope you don't mind me bringing it up. The subject matter is a bit much for our little camp.
For you, anything, one of these days, I want to hear more about your adventures. We've been through a lot together, haven't we?
We're not finished yet. For that, I'm grateful. I want you to know this has been an unforgettable experience. Wherever we go from here, I'm grateful to have been a part of it. Until next time.
That's enough for now. Get some rest.
If I must.
Alright, Yada, you...
Paradise has seen better days. I suppose we all have.
We're going to cross paths with Ludwig again. Are you concerned? How do you feel?
In truth, I'm not as worried as I used to be. I've been thinking about the Inquisitor. Formulating a theory, you might say. A Death Guard clings to their existence by force of will. Stubbornness, unfinished business, that sort of thing. Ludwig is held together by faith, and that may be her undoing.
Because Sapodal changed her faith.
Precisely. Faith is the foundation of her reality. Faith in the righteousness of the gods. But according to her faith, Sapodal should not exist. A new god independent of hers? Blasphemy. By that logic, you shouldn't exist either. And yet here you are.
So I can't just destroy her, I have to destroy her faith.
That's my point, exactly. I think you already have. You are the godlike of a heretical god. A contradiction to her reality. Can you imagine how much she needs you to die? Her entire worldview depends on it. Who knows? Maybe that uncertainty is enough to make her mortal again. Or maybe not. I'm just theorizing as I go. Whatever happens, I want to see it for myself. For the research.
So for now, Marius.
You should get some sleep. Big day coming up.
See, you're still up.
Right. Things feel different now. Wrong, somehow. I've been in a lot of dangerous situations, but it's always been a fight to survive. It's just a fight. Putting my life on the line for someone else's cause. It's the opposite of survival. It's foolishness.
You're right, it doesn't make sense, but sometimes it's necessary. You can stay back and camp if you're afraid. I need you ready to fight Marius. We've been fighting for my cause all this time. Why is this different? Sometimes it's necessary.
You know, I've never seen a bear go to war. They fight for survival, not for causes. We're about to go out there and risk our lives for what? A concept of how things ought to be? We might die, all to determine who sleeps in the nicest house in Paradise until the island decides it's time for a change. It's fine, really. But it's some blessed day Sokka when you think about it.
I'm glad you're with me, Marius. Don't worry, this will be over before you know it. I might turn you into a soldier yet. I'm glad you're with me, Marius.
Right. Careful you don't get stuck in all that sap. I'll be all right, Envoy. You go get some blessed day rest.
Alright, let us upgrade this. Oh, maxed out. Big iron on your hip. Equip a fully upgraded item. I love that. I love that upgrade. I love it. Alright, materials. This one. Yes, craft. Let's see here. Oh, you can't. Oh, goodness. Blood Riot Toadstool. 17, yep. Living Steel Chunk. 27. Dragonhide. 7. 1. Alright. All the Audra Bane. Alright. Grades? Oh, I can't afford anything anyways. Great. Ah. Own it. You need 44 Dragonhide. Good lord. Alright. Oh, on-stun ability points. Wizard, Ranger. Parry increases parry efficiency by 25%, dealing greater stun when parrying enemies. Yes. Take that. Then character, nothing. Okay. Inventory. Yep, Break that down. Break that down. Alright. Leave camp. Yep. And this is the party that I want. Maybe a dream. Oh, nope, no dream. Okay. Alright, let's see what's going on down here.
Take your best shot. Nice shot.
Alright, nice.
Everyone okay?
Oh, hello. Rockwood. Man. He's with us since I helped him. Thanks, buddy.
This shall be a bloody day.
I kind of just bombed them immediately. Nice. Nice. Oh, I do have everyone fighting. That's awesome. This is actually pretty cool. This is what I envisioned. I even have him follow me. Big guy. Alright. Wait, the winch. You know, we don't need any wizards causing any trouble. I'm the only wizard that can do that. Nice. Nice. Nice.
Couldn't have done it better.
Nice. Jeez, this guy's not giving him any time to breathe.
Go ahead. I'll hang back and watch the gate.
Thank you, Marius. I don't know how much I'm gonna need all this loot, but I'm taking it regardless. Because this might be the end of the game, who knows? So guys.
This one's mine.
Let's finish.
Watch your back.
Nice. 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 Oh. Oh. Wanted to try a parry, but nice.
Next one's mine.
There we go. Alright, as much as I would like to continue on, I feel like this is a good stopping point for this video, for this episode. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like on the episode. And if you're new to the video, new to this channel, or you just haven't subscribed already and you made it this far in the video, be sure to hit the subscribe button, as it is the best and easiest way to support my channel. And I mean, with all that said, have a good one. Bye.